Back in the height of my witchy days, I did a lot of things, and there are a lot of interesting things that I lived through. But one of the things that I lived through was what I believed at the time to be a twin flame connection. And I'm framing it like this because these days I genuinely don't know, but I still think it's worth talking about. Now, for context, right now I'm more Christian leaning, but I'm going to try telling this story in a way that is not dishonorable to either like Christianity or witchcraft. So there was like this dude, like very avoidant personality type, like I don't like his behavior at all. Like the whole time he wouldn't actually tell me he liked me. Like, I didn't actually, he was so avoidant, I didn't actually know that he did like me until like one night we ended up hooking up. And I remembered at the time, like, lying in bed next to him, like, after we'd done, like, a few things, and I was like, well, how long have you been liking me for? He's like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, I remember at one point he was, like, lying in bed next to me going, like, I could get used to this. I could get used to waking up like this. And I remember looking at him go, like, I had low self-esteem at the time, but I remember looking at him thinking, and I'm kind of glad I didn't say this out loud, thinking, like, bro, who do you think you are? Like, I'm not something you get used to. I'm not something you tolerate. You either, like, cherish me or get the fuck out. And I remember when I was on top of him doing the splits, he was like, oh, do you want to maybe go out sometime? And I remember looking down at him, like, thinking, you utter man. And I was like, nah, not really interested. And I was like, you don't even know me. Cause like, that's the thing. He didn't even like see me as worth telling that like, hey, I'm kind of into you. Like, I'm not really attracted at all to his expression of attraction. That's how he carries himself. But I was like, you don't even know me. It's like, oh, but I could. And this, like, he only ever said this when I was literally naked on top of him doing the splits and he was having a whole head. Anyway, I was like, nah. Because, like, if you can only say that when I am giving you the time of your life, move on, buddy. And he was like, afterwards, because we went to the same church, he was so petty, so emotionally immature, so unethical. Like, oh my gosh, the things I could say, but I don't want to expose his identity. Like, I actually ended up paying like a bunch of Etsy witches to just confirm what I'd already suspect. Like, it was like, they were just like $1 like readings, $2 readings. Like, basically they told me that it was like a twin flame connection and it could go one of two ways. Either I could marry him and like fuck being married, fuck off, or I was going to keep like reincarnating until I finally ended up with him. So I did my own research into what exactly is a twin flame connection. Like, even in the height of my witchy days, like everything that is written online, it reads, I'm not saying it is, but it reads like these poor empathetic people being abused by like mind games and narcissists. Like, lack of boundaries seems to be the common theme. Like, it's these people who are just getting treated like shit and like strung around and led on in the name of situationships just because they be like, oh, my twin flame, oh, my blah blah. And you know what I did? I looked at this poor excuse for a man, and this was back in like the days where I thought like I needed a man just to survive, and like my quality of life actually does directly, like, it is impacted quite severely by whether I have someone looking after me or not. And you know what I did? I looked at a potential life with him. I looked at like what a potential relationship would look like. This poor sorry man who couldn't even voice his feelings to me, let alone prioritize me, let alone treat me with basic ethics or human respect. I was like, no, this is a shit world that is burning alive, and I already don't want to be here as it is, but you know what? I will keep reincarnating, and I will not choose you every single time, and it doesn't matter how much I hate being alive. I'm actually going to keep reincarnating, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to become a healer in every single lifetime. Like, I now have like a degree in healthcare that like directly help. I'm going to keep helping people no matter how much they would never do the same for me. I'm not even saying this to toot my own horn, but like, I will reincarnate every single time, and I don't care the universe, the gods, fate, what, I don't fucking care. I will walk backwards into hell giving the middle finger rather than end up with you. Maybe at the end of my life I might die and end up in heaven. Maybe I'm going to be reincarnated, avoiding this poor fuckboy. Or maybe there's the whole theory that like, maybe every single person alive is me. It's just like a different phase of reincarnation and I'm actually the son of God. Who fucking knows? But you know what? I really wish that if I end up reincarnated and I end up back in this cat and mouse game with this guy, because like I've cut him off completely and like he's got his own fiance and shit now, like I really wish that I would get reincarnated with all my full memories intact, knowing exactly what he did, knowing exactly what I did, knowing exactly what was going on at play. Because like honestly, if I live my life now knowing everything I did, all the table, all the things I would do, and if I could just get reincarnated in the next life, fucking knowing who this guy is and what he is, oh, I would fucking kill for that. But I am stuck here, having made my choices, having made my mistakes, and being entirely too emotional and sappy, going like, you know what, bro? I will not fucking forget. I will not fucking forget. I will not. And like, long story short, I don't know what he is. Like, at the end of the day, I might have just been like a very spiritually like deluded person experiencing spiritual psychosis. You never know. But from talking to everyone who has experienced what they believe to be a twin flame connection and going through like serious shit with myself, 1000% of the time, if you treat twin flames like a fuckboy who is trying to like use you and like act like a gold digger to you, and you treat it as someone who has really bad boundaries, and you start to value it. So it does not matter how many times you get reincarnated, there is a standard to which you deserve to be treated. I don't care if I reincarnate to the point where I watch the world burn, which might be next week at the way we're fucking going, but like, nah, that is the only way you can survive a twin flame, because fuck that noise.